Good morning. How are you? So I have been having fun putting my class together, and I have been using these sales techniques and teaching them to people for years. And as I was putting the marketing materials together, I realized that the content I'm giving you, I've probably been using longer than I say I have. Because when I got to thinking about it, I have never taken a true sales class where somebody's going to teach me all the ways to be successful. So let me explain. I've been selling since I was probably 12, and I quickly learned that I just always had to build a relationship with people. So as I'm building this class, which I call Breaking the Buying Code, I realized that I was 19 and selling to parents who wanted to put their children in housing for college. Now, of course, I'm the same age as they are, but I was selling to the parent, not to the girl. And it took so many people to understand that, yes, the girl that was going to live in the property was important that she be satisfied, but it was even more important that mom and dad knew about their safety, how she was going to be safe. So the point I'm making is if you already know how to build a relationship, don't muck up your life with a lot of rules around how you should say something or be prepared for when they come back at you with a problem or a question. No. In sales, there never, ever needs to be an objection. An objection is simply an unanswered question. And somewhere in your relationship building skills with those people, you missed a question that they sort of were hanging out trying to ask, but you never dove in because it was too scary. You didn't want to figure out what that was. So in sales, the name of the game is building relationship. So I marched on in after college and did the things that I did, and then I've got a selling job. And at this day and age, within the third month, I had a $300,000 printing contract that was going to go to this printing company that I did. And I made them promise me that they could print this, that they could get this job done. And it was a big account, and they mucked it up. And that was when I made the decision, you know what? I'm going to sell me the rest of my life. So anything I put myself behind, I have to believe in it 100%. So I moved on, and I found other selling opportunities. Then I realized as I'm doing this that I can't remember a specific sales class I took to show me how to open up a conversation, to show me how to close something, to show me how to manage objections until I was over 40. So I've already been selling 20 years, never taken a formal sales class. Did I take classes? Yes, I took classes in learning the rules and the laws around real estate and the rules and the laws around this. But somehow or other, I'd been able to sell naturally using this code that I'm going to share with you in my upcoming class on March 12th. And the notices will be out later today. So just keep it in mind, put it on your calendar that you want to get back to me, or you want to email me or message me today and say, hey, how do I get in? Or you can hit my link here, successwithmarla.com, and you can schedule a discovery call, and we'll see if this class is for you. So why am I talking about rule breaking in sales? I think people are losing sales because they're too focused on the right way to sell something instead of focusing on the person that's in front of them that they can have a conversation with. And too many people are worried about how much time is this going to take when I'm on the phone with this person building this relationship. Well, let me tell you, a person on the phone is a lot closer to being a sale for you than somebody who you have not even met yet. So you want to honor that time. So I have a lot of thoughts around sales. I've been doing it for many, many years. I'll just say over 35. It does add up to way more than that. But 35 when I consciously probably, or 40 when I really consciously understood I was in sales. So what was fascinating for me is when I got into sales, it was just natural for me. Why? Who knows? That doesn't need analysis. But I wanted to do something. I wanted to get my room and board free at college. That meant I had to be able to lease these apartment units when the parents showed up every spring so that the place was full the next year so that I have a job. Also, one of the fun things about selling was I got to know people, because every fourth night I sat on the desk in the lobby at this place, because this is a long time ago, right? So people had to my goodness, my phone's blowing up today. So what happened was that it was a lockdown dorm. This is how people stayed safe in those days. And it was only women only. So if any men came to pick up their girlfriends for dates, they had to meet them in the lobby, and I had to call them down, just like an old-time hotel. Well, every weekend, these guys would show up from the college about an hour and a half away. It was pretty much an engineering college, and people didn't really, there weren't a lot of girls there at that time. So they would come down and they were looking for a fun Friday night or a Saturday night. They wanted to go out with somebody. And so I would talk to them. I would get to know them. And then I'd tell them to go to the other end of the lobby. And then I would call up the girls in the building that I knew were home, because we knew who was there and who wasn't. And I had already figured out who'd match with them. And then, of course, the girls are all asking me, well, what do they look like? What are they wearing? Da, 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 da. So I did this matchmaking thing every time I worked on a Friday or a Saturday night. And so I never thought about it, but I really got to know people. In fact, I did a really good job. 4 of my matches got married. So what am I trying to say here is that when you know people, you can do sales. So throw away the script, get into my class. You can begin to know people, know how they operate, know how to relate with them, actually have fun with every person you ever meet. Even if they're curmudgeonly, you can have a fun time with everybody that there is. And remember, an objection is only an unanswered question. So if you want to know more, I want you to type buying code in the comments. Let me know. I'm going to get you that information because I'm finishing my offer. It'll be out soon, like right after noon Mountain Time. So keep your eyes open. Bye-bye.